Hi, this is a pretty good video about how to ride without a bed, and let's share my thoughts on it.
So there is really no difference between riding with a bit or without a bit. It's very similar, and the only difference is that the pressure comes now from the nose and not from the mouth. Um,
Um, yeah, that's kind of true, but also the fact that there is a bit inside the horse's mouth which causes pain, and there is no pain with a leather strap on the nose or a rope strap on a nose, so pain is also a big difference.
Often when I do clinics, I often do clinics with like dressage riders or jumping riders, and what I always get told after one of these clinics where people get allowed to try to ride with a bitless bridle is that my horse was riding better. My horse was collecting itself better, it was lifting up its back better, it was easier to stop, easier to back up. How can it be?
Yeah, that is because there is a person on its back who actually doesn't have control over the horse's mouth and is not yanking on the horse's mouth with a bit in its mouth, which causes a lot of pain, and then it causes the horse to adjust in weird ways, and that's not, very good for collection and all the other stuff.
And a lot of time people say my horse was like being more sturdy with his head instead of doing like this.
Yeah, because you are not constantly pulling on the horse's head, which is a counterbalance for its body, and tipping off his balance. So if you are not doing that, the horse will be more stable.
All the time I was doing like this because we don't disturb them all the time in the mouth. We're not like every time we do a little bit with our reins, then we're disturbing them in their movement pattern and we're disturbing them in their mouth. So we give them ease as soon as we don't have anything in their mouth, and we're able to communicate with them in a more pure way. Yeah. There's no difference at all when the horse gets used to it. But in the beginning, then the horse can be a little bit confused about the signals, and we can help the horse.
Okay, so this is for a simple reason. Like, if we can say, horses actually know how to ride in a halter and or a bridle, but the human on their back doesn't. So if we see, for example, if this was a rope halter, right? So your horse may know how to lead in a rope halter. So that's basically leading in a rope halter, but what you do from the ground is what you do from horseback. And a rope halter pulls like this, right? It flexes the neck, but a normal bridle or a bitless bridle like this pulls the horse's face from side to side, which she will explain here.
By like when we turn, take our hand out to the side, and turn, take our hand out to the side, because the signal and the pressure don't longer come from the mouth. It comes from like, take this rein, it comes from the side of the head. Take this rein, and it comes from the side of the head.
Basically, a polite way of saying learn how to ride in a halter, you stupid idiot.
Okay? And then when your horse gets used to it, then you just ride completely normal, like you would in any other bridle.
Just use a rope halter, much simpler.
Again, your horse is so sensitive. It can feel a fly. So of course it can feel that you communicate with it in a bitless bridle.
True.
Good.
And here is some riding footage, and we can skip past that. So this is the end.